Good morning, students. Myself, Dr. Vijender Singh Tamar, Associate Professor in English. Presently, I have been posted at Government College Gudha in the Jhanjanu district. Well, in the series of video lecture which I gave you on Azadi, in 5 videos, particularly previous 5 videos for BA Part 2nd, I gave you the detailed summary of Azadi, a novel written by Chaman Nahar. In this video, we are going to discuss one question, very important question, on the theme of this novel. And the topic of the question is, the novel Azadi is a saga of women exploitation. As we know, whenever there is a problem, the riot or any other kind of problem, women are soft targets and they are exploited by all. Any agency, person, if he gets a chance, he exploits them. So the same thing happened in 1947 when India was divided in the name of religion. 2 countries were formed. One was Pakistan for Muslims, another was India for Hindus. So how women were treated by both the communities have been beautifully, vividly presented by Chaman Nahar. As far as the author is concerned, let us we should keep in mind certain facts about the author. That Chaman Nahar, who was born in 1927 and died in 2013, is considered as a very famous novelist. He was an essayist, story writer also. That is why he is regarded as a versatile genius of postmodern Indian English literature. He has served as a professor in the Department of English in Delhi University, also in Rajasthan University, Jaipur. His novels are primarily concerned with political, social, mythical issues as well as Indian culture. His novels are about politics and the freedom struggle. His main emphasis on the themes which he often chooses to compose novels or any kind of work, he takes subject matter from freedom struggle movement. He has also presented the conflicts and the violence between communities across India during the time of partition and that of its aftermath. He has also portrayed Gandhi and his life lively in his works. He has depicted Gandhi as a complex character with human feelings. That is, he has also many human weaknesses which generally we notice in ourselves, ordinary human beings. He is a highly appreciated story writer also. Now about the book. As we know, Azadi is a famous novel and it is regarded as a wonderful book. It has put the terrible history and sufferings of the people before the future generation to learn lessons from the past. It is the masterpiece novel of Nahar that brought him prestigious Sahitya Academy Award in 1977. The novel, as we have discussed earlier, deals with the theme of India's partition, stressing as it does its profound human significance and providing an integral view of life. It does not present all the facts from single point of view, but it tries to cover all the angles of a particular incident. It is neither a romantic nor a political tale, but an intentionally moving human saga of displacement and the loss of identity. The novel covers the period of 8 months. That is, it begins when the announcement of partition was made on 3rd June 1947 and it ended on 30th June when Mahatma Gandhi was assassinated. In between these 8 months, he drew the cruel picture of atrocities against women. The story of the novel revolves around a well-to-do Hindu grain merchant Lala Kasiram and his family. Now about the novel. The novel is divided by the author into three parts. The first is the lull, second the storm, and third the aftermath. All these names symbolize the historical occurrence of partition, as the first part shows how the people of Sialkot were living together peacefully. But the announcement in partition brought a drastic change into the life of common people. All of a sudden, the peace and harmony wore the garb of a violent storm of calamity and disaster in the form of murders, abduction, and rape, etc. After this havoc, the people who survived anyhow had to face the innumerable calamities as they lost their belongings, their identity, their family, and above all these things, their moral and strength. Azadi, that is this novel, depicts a blend of realities of the best and the worst time that had been witnessed by the common man. Now, Azadi is a tale of which describes how women were treated during partition. As we know, India was one country, but because of certain political parties, particularly Muslim League led by Jinnah, they wanted that they should be given a separate country named Pakistan, and his demand was fulfilled. The result was that India was divided into two parts, Pakistan and India. So the novel portrays the realistic picture of the mass murder, exploitation, destruction, humiliation, and above more, violence against women. Partition resulted in the monstrous Holocaust over women. Being the most vulnerable, men humiliate to others using feminine words as abuses, seducer of your sister, seducer of your mother. These are common names which nowadays we often listen, to humiliate the men without considering the dignity of a woman. For their modesty and vulnerability, women became the victim of any war, conflict, or holocaust that makes them morally feeble. Noor certified this by saying, I am a girl and am defenseless and cannot force my will on my family because you are a man more independent than me. I expect you to defend me. This is stated by Noor when Arun wanted that she should do something instead of expecting from him. Then she said, this shows that what kind of status women enjoy during those days, and it is still true nowadays also. When we read the novel, we actually feel horrified and ashamed of the wretched condition of women during the partition. The second part of the novel, titled as Storm, actually brought the giant disaster and havoc in the lives of women of that time. Here, Nahal exposes his anguish over the pitiable condition of the helpless women. When the Muslim mob attacked the foot convoy, many women lost their children, their husband, and above more their honor and dignity due to the monstrous partitions. Thousands of women were abducted, raped in public, and finally murdered. Some were forced to be additional wives of Muslim men. Some others were used as playthings. As the novelist wrote, the survivors were retained for repeated rapes, and humiliation until they were parceled out to decrepit wrecks, the aged and leftovers who could not find a wife, or those Muslims who wanted an additional wife. In the meantime, more women were abducted and cycle was repeated all over again. The idea is, we are told in the novel that how the abducted, kidnapped, repeatedly raped women were forced to do parade before the public totally naked. It is difficult to describe in words the extent to which the Hindu and Sikh women felt humiliated in Pakistan after the geographical divide of Indian subcontinent. Nahal shows the robust cruelty as well as ardent humanity of both sides. Azadi is a realistic and graphic record of horrible incidents caused by the catastrophic partition. The rumors fanned the flames to communal frenzy that violated the peaceful atmosphere of Sialkot. Suddenly, the friends turned into foes. That is, friends became enemies. The novel exposes how the women and their lives were made tools and toys in the hands of men. The novelist did not criticize the people of one religion against the other and presents a deliberate contamination of the historical facts. Bifurcation of Indian subcontinent disturbed the peace and harmony of the people, and the novelist explores the trauma of partition with ardent sympathy and humanity and criticizes the atrocious violence against women. The novelist did not fail to describe humanity which surpasses all the woes and draws our attention towards Hakim Sahib. As we know that these women who were abducted, who were tortured, various kinds of atrocities were done over them. They were treated in such a way that we cannot describe in words what kind of injustice and atrocities doing these people or human beings are capable of. As we know that Hindu and Sikh women were paraded naked before the people of the village in Narwal. The Hakim Sahib, who was a doctor, also saw the procession. When the procession of naked women was before his shop, the Hakim Sahib was so ashamed of that heinous activity of Muslims. He prayed for the protection of those women, and sin becomes the threshold of humanity. The Hakim Sahib had covered his face with his hands and was rocking a little and said, Allah, Allah, Allah. And then he knelt on his knees, raised his arms and spread his hands before him as while saying namaz. There was the look of infinite pain on his face. His thin, frail eyelids rested on his eyes as if they would never open again. And moving his outstretched hands like begging arms, he murmured in Punjabi, Rabba Ameen, forgive these cruel men, and oh my Allah, oh Rabba, protect these women. Likewise, the friendship of Chaudhry Barkat Ali and Lala Kasiram proves to be the symbol of multicultural harmony that cannot be shattered by any kind of turmoil. Chaudhry Barkat Ali helped Lala Kasiram to make his way easy and safe to the refugee camp, and expresses his sorrow on the death of Madhu, the daughter of Lala Kasiram. Humanity cannot be the victim of time and situation. When the foot convoy reached Jassar, another Muslim village, The refugees were scared, but so pitiable was the sight of this demoralized mass of humanity which moved on its way accompanied by a swarm of flies. The Muslims in Jassar only stood and stared. Even anti-Hindu or anti-Sikh slogans were not shouted by them. Instead of attacking the convoys, some of the inhabitants of Jassar ran inside their homes and brought water for the thirsty. Some waved and said, Khuda Hafiz. When Lala Kasiram reached Indian Punjab, his inner soul was broken badly, seeing the similar kind of atrocities against Muslim women and the train loaded with Muslim corpses. As we know, in Amritsar, the same kind of procession was organized by Hindus of the abducted and victim were Muslim girls. And Muslims were killed at Ambala railway station. Though the death of Madhu brings him to end of his hopes, he still is convinced of the futility of hatred. He resolves not to hate anyone. He has Lala Kasiram saw so many scenes, so many things that he realized that nobody should be a victim of violence. He told his wife Prabharani that both the sides were cursed to bear the atrocious catastrophe of partition, so he cannot hate anyone else. Hatred brings nothing. Forgiveness alone will help restore normality. He urged for the forgiveness from Muslims also to establish peace, harmony as well. Nahal shows how people of different communities have been living together peacefully before the announcement of partition. Partition resulted in monstrous holocaust, bringing woe and misery to the common man. Many years have passed since the bifurcation of Indian subcontinent. Still, both the nations are deadlocked over the issues of possession of Kashmir. Partition left behind a number of scars of great massacre. Even today, the identical killings, rape, and murders are being committed to take revenge in war, conflict, and communal clashes. Nahal successfully projected the catastrophic description of rapes, abduction, and violation of women chastity. The novelist present the real picture of the trauma, anguish, pain, or pathetic condition of women during partition. Violence against women is rooted in gender-based discrimination and gender stereotypes. A strong focus should be placed on gender equality, women's empowerment, awareness of human rights, and the most important is to incarnate humanity that can make the women safer. The idea is the novelist, the author Chaman Nahal, has not only described the atrocities which were committed on women in the novel, how they were abducted, raped, paraded, and how their life was a kind of life in death, that kind of torture which one cannot even imagine they have to face. They have been described, but at the same time, the author has given us a solution also. The solution, such things should not happen in future. For this, we should try to teach, inculcate, that is develop in the minds of the coming generation, gender equality, women empowerment, and awareness of human rights. Then only we will be able to stop such crimes, such atrocities in future. Today, the condition of women is not much different as they become the easy target of humiliation. Nahal ended his novel with a note that these horrible atrocities can be abolished only through practicing humanity and forgiveness. The idea is the novel is full of incidents and description where women were described how they had to face torture, abduction, rape, all kinds of, you can say, atrocities were done on women. But at the same time, the novelist is also aware that only description will not be enough. There will be something which is required to make them aware and to abolish for the future such kind of activities, and that is gender equality. We should have to develop, teach the coming generation to abolish the difference between male and female. They should be taught that all are human beings. Thank you very much.